Cześć wszystkim, jak się macie? Z tej strony ZuraffPL, a to kolejny odcinek. Zagrajmy w Mass Effect Andromeda. Wyszedł dzisiaj, właściwie chyba patch 1.08, który tam poprawia różne rzeczy, a przede wszystkim dodaje nowe opcje kustomizacji wyglądu postaci. Również już w trakcie rozgrywki na pokładzie Tempesta można to zrobić i to mnie bardzo ucieszyło, ponieważ no nie oszukujmy się, kreacja postaci w premierowej wersji Mass Effect Andromeda raczej była uboga, nawet patrząc wstecz na poprzednie części Mass Effecta, gdzie tego Sheparda można było sobie jednak nieco lepiej skustomizować, to tutaj kustomizacja rodzeństwa Raiderów niestety do jakichś wybitnie rozbudowanych nie należy. Więc wróciłem na Tempesta przede wszystkim po to, aby sobie zobaczyć, ponieważ w sumie właściwie jako taki wygląd mi w miarę odpowiada, tylko fryzurę bym zmienił. Uważam, że jednak te włosy tej mojej postaci są za krótkie. Powinny być krótkie, ale nie aż tak. Może jakieś nowe fryzury dodali, więc sobie spróbuję, ale przede wszystkim też porozmawiam sobie z pozostałymi członkami załogi, ponieważ tu widzę, ktoś tam, Liam, chciał ze mną rozmawiać na przykład. Dostałem jakiegoś maila od Cory, w którym jest napisane, co następuje. Dzięki za rozmowę, trochę mi lepiej, chociaż problemy nadal trzeba rozwiązać. Pamiętaj, żeby zadbać też o trochę czasu dla siebie. Praca jest ważna, ale przeżycie żałoby również. Żałoba i strach nie mogą tobą rządzić. Niech będą towarzyszami strzegącymi swojej pani. Łyk herbatki o smaku m.in. chili. Lekka nutka pikanterii. Strata służby łowczyni jest jak drewno w ognisku. Esteris, 12 liści, wers 132, Kora. Pojawiają się rośliny, sami, a razem uczymy się botaniki. Ciekawe czasy. Super. Super, ale porozmawiam jeszcze z Suvi.
How's it going?
I take it you work closely with the Nexus Science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
Szkoda, że laska jest lesbijką, ponieważ to byłaby dla mnie najlepsza opcja na romans w tej grze, bo chyba najbardziej mi się podoba z tych wszystkich kobiet, co do tej pory widziałem. No więc, ale niestety ma inne preferencje i nie leży w jej zainteresowaniach. Może gdybym miał cycki, to może gdyby był siostrą, to byłoby, jest, tak jak się gra Sarah Ryder, to jest opcja, żeby sobie z Suvi poromansować, no ale niestety straight hetero man nie ma tu szansy u tej kobiety.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't our tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding?
Yes?
Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space, a Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Pewnie chciały czy szukać nadejścia Reaperów, pewnie.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
No, ciekawe.
How long have you been awake in Helios?
Not as long as some. Missed the entire mess of the uprising, thank heaven. I was defrosted to replace an exiled member of the team. Not that there was much science to do for the longest time.
So what did you do?
Helped wherever I could. Made plans for science we would eventually do. Spent some time on an investigation, figuring out how long the food would last if the worst happened. Who's essential, who's not, who gets what. I don't want to do that again.
No.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe you had to do that.
With no arcs, no pathfinders, we had to plan for the worst.
Nie fajne.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
No to ciekawe. Bardzo ciekawe.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good?
Stacja uzbrojenia. Tu coś pewnie się da zrobić, ale nie wiem co. Nie, ja na razie pójdę sobie dalej. Pójdę sobie do mojej kajuty. Garderoba, co tu jeszcze? Muzyka. Pogadamy z Sam.
Hello, Scott.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why don't Threshermoors eat comedians? Because they taste funny.
To było śmieszne. Okej.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
To było śmieszne. To było śmieszne, tylko gdzie jest personalizacja wyglądu? Miała być gdzieś w mojej kajucie. Pewnie tu. Lub gdzie wyjdzie. No może jednak nie, no ale w każdym razie gdzieś tu miało być możliwość personalizacji wyglądu na tym peście. No. Jak nie w mojej kajucie, to nie wiem gdzie. Terminal pocztowy, no tutaj się nie da, tu się nie da, tu się nie da. Jestem zaskoczony negatywnie, bo gdzieś miało się tu dać wymodelować mój wygląd. Ja tu nie widzę takich możliwości. Łazienka. Pod prysznicem. Nie. Nie, pod prysznicem nie. Nie da rady. Dzisiejsza kolacja, pusty wpis. Wybaczcie wszyscy, zapomniałem, że jest kolejka, nie wszystkie racje zostały rozpakowane. Kalo, komentarze, nie ma sprawy, Kalo, w kambuzie jest zupa, dla mnie dextro i lewo. I koktajl owocowy, wetra. A pomyślcie, że prawie odlecieliśmy bez ciebie, Kalo. Nie wiem, w którym miejscu oni umieścili zmienianie wyglądu postaci. Mnie to bardzo martwi.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on Hyperion looking after your sister.
You know Sarah's the good one.
I think you're both trouble. Hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
Being nervous means you understand what's at stake.
That's the problem. I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here,
What?
a Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
No proszę.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh. Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically, without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
No proszę, jaka zabawna kobita. No bo nie jestem kolejnym typiem, tak chciałem spróbować po prostu, a tu dupa. Stacja umiejętności, Ryder, Cora, Liam, Vetra. Porozmawiajmy jeszcze. Masz coś ciekawego?
Ryder?
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
Who knows? Dad's always been one for secrets.
But he's sharing them with you now. That's something.
No.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
No proszę.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Dobrze. Może i będę cię potrzebował. Datapad. Co tu jest napisane? Dasz sobie radę. Nie potrzebujesz młodszego od ciebie o kilkaset lat starca, mówiącego ci, że jesteś na to gotowa, ale i tak ci to powiem, bo wiem, że to prawda. Dbaj o bezpieczeństwo swojego kawałka rodziny Raiderów, a ja zrobię to samo z moim. Harry. Okej, Harry. Niech ci będzie, że ona się mną zaopiekuje, chociaż jakoś tego nie widzę. Tablica informacyjna. Liam chciał ze mną rozmawiać, ale ja nie wiem, gdzie on jest. Jakoś mnie to nawet nie martwi za bardzo.
I'm in the armory.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I hoped my Alliance career would lead to adventure. Exploring, hunting dangers in the dark. Didn't happen. Couldn't. But here, everything's new. And I want to see it all.
Ah, I don't hear idealist a lot. Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
We can't go back. But we're not trapped by decisions a galaxy behind us.
I don't feel trapped. We came from a good place for good reasons. We keep that in mind, it'll steer us right, just like back in Crisis Response. Remember the essentials. A new start guided by the Pathfinder. And team. I'll bust my tail to make that a good story.
No proszę, Liam, ciekawa sprawa.
Yeah, Ryder?
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin. Both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Life with my family was not typical, on a number of fronts.
You make do though, right? Family has to. I know mine did. I said goodbye to my mom and dad, and got on a ship to Andromeda.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
No i coś tam o Liamie się dowiadujemy. Coś tam jest.
I'll talk to someone. Maybe they could... Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
We need people with skills, and it sounds like you've got many. Welcome aboard.
Yep, making deals to get the things you want, shooting at the things you don't. That's me. We all have a personal stake in this. If it keeps going the way it's been, we're all dead. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Pogadamy. Later. Czyli za chwilę.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You're pretty familiar with the ship.
I made sure the technicians had what they needed to keep the Tempest ready and waiting. Leadership wanted to strip her for parts, but I kept saying, a Pathfinder's gonna show up. I like being right.
Każdy chyba lubi.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Jakieś żarcie śmieszne, pewnie te prawoskrętne, czy tam lewoskrętne. Bo już w końcu nie wiem. Wiem, że jedzą w odwrotno-skrętne danie w stosunku do mojego. Czy do ludzkiego.
Tied things up for the old ground team before I left. Early for so many goodbyes. At least Liam's still here. And one rider.
No. Misja grup uderzeniowych. Zobaczymy, co tu się działo. Raport gotowy. W toku. Misja zakończona sukcesem. Super. Misja zakończona sukcesem. Spoko. Za dużo tutaj. No, misje zaczęte, co myśmy tu dostali? Brązowy pakiet kredytów. No i dobra. Beryl. Pakiet danych badawczych, dane badawcze z Heleiosa. Omniostrze. Omniostrze 2. Badania. 545. Pancerze, wyjdź. KS Mściciel. Karabiny szturmowe. Berylu mi brak. No to niedobrze.
Ryder?
Any more Commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic prodigy. I once saw her yank an AA gun right off its housing. Crushed a gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there. Won't be a kid now, though.
Any more Commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
No bądź. Ciekawe, w którym miejscu jest ta zmiana wyglądu, bo ja nie wiem. Miała być w kwaterze na Tempeście, a zielonego pojęcia nie mam. Jak to można zrobić? I tu też nic nie ma, nigdzie nic nie ma. Witko, nie możesz się z nikim połączyć. Czyli wideokonferencja nie działa. Tu jesteśmy na Tempeście.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked and idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
Nie no, flirtować z nim nie będziemy.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
You mean how jazzed you were that a Pathfinder showed up?
Tomato, potato. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Jill Brody. Co ten Jill mi jeszcze może powiedzieć?
Long time no chat. What's up?
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Veteran Suvia are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kinda nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it.
Jesus Christ.
What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
we're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
No proszę.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
How tough has it been on the Nexus all these months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Nie.
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
No, żebyś wiedział.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
No i dobra. Pogadaliśmy sobie z Rudym Jillem. Ale dalej nic nie wiem, no czekajcie. Profile, wejdź, wyposażenie, leksykon, zapisz grę. Dalej nie wiem jak się dostać do ekranu wyglądu, nie? Kapsuły ewakuacyjne, śluza. Laboratorium techniczne, laboratorium biologiczne. Pracownia naukowa. Maszynownia. Więc nie wiem, czy ten patch mi się ściągnął, czy nie. Ciężko powiedzieć. Muzyka. Nie wiem. Naprawdę nie wiem, gdzie zmienić wygląd postaci, no ale dobra, nieważne. Jakoś z tego wybrnę kiedyś. Ale w tym odcinku to już wszystko. Integracji z załogą trochę porobiliśmy. I czas lądować na...
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh,
Tak.
I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Wyposażenie. Omni ostrze. A nie, weźmiemy sobie Omni ostrze 2. Luneta, no to dobrze, lunetę możemy wziąć do sokoła. Ale nie chcę sokoła. No to co jest? Dobra, mamy lunetę i szkielet. I bardzo dobrze. Predator, czy mamy jakieś lunety? Dobra, mamy lunetę też do tego. Spoko. Ten nie ma pancerz, badacza. Brak dostępnych ulepszeń. No dobra, no to trudno. Kondensator tarcz. Amunicja dysrupcyjna. Wetra i nomad. Tabula rasa. Ultra rzadki lakier nomada. Technologia moduły broni i pancerzy. Widzicie, pozmieniałem sobie co nieco. Tu są kapsuły, ale na razie nie są potrzebne. Dobra, to ja się w tym miejscu z wami pożegnam. Dziękuję wam wszystkim za uwagę. Pozdrawiam wszystkich serdecznie. Do zobaczenia i cześć. Pa, pa.